Hey guys, joining me today on Roblox. We're playing some more Pokemon Brick Bronze, as you can see on screen right now. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to get the free TMs Flame Charge, Double Team, and Raw, as they are new in the game. As you don't know, last night there was an update to remove some bugs, and also 4 TMs were added in. In this video, I'm going to be showing you those 3 that I just mentioned: Raw, Double Team, and Flame Charge. There'll be a link in the description if you want to go check out where Hidden Power is. I did a separate video on that because it is pretty much a more important TM and one of the main TMs that I would suggest getting for competitive play. So also I did that, and there's also an NPC that I showed you in that video on where you can go to check out what Hidden Power typing that you have. But anyway, for these specific TMs that are added into the game, which Raw is pretty good, and I guess Flame Charge could be good on certain Pokemon, but for Double Team, Minimize is a better option, which a lot of Pokemon do get. But I guess if you want to run Double Team for a troll Pokemon, then sure, go ahead. But anyway, what you want to do is come to Brimber City, and they are all on the same route, which I found Raw. Someone on the Pokemon Brick Bronze Discord ended up finding Flame Charge. I ended up running past it and didn't even notice it. Same with Double Team, which I just found because I just realized if Flame Charge and Raw are on the same route, there's a good chance that Double Team will also be. But anyway, on Route 6, we'll quickly go get Raw first, which is obviously going to be behind here. So if we go to the, I think this is the Reggie Rock Cave. It's either Reggie Rock or Reggie Steel. I don't remember which one, but here is a Pokeball just right behind the little cave. So we've got TM05, which obviously if we go into our bag, we can quickly see that TM05 is actually Raw. So there is Raw. I think that's pretty good on certain Pokemon like, I was going to say Milotic, but I'm pretty sure on Milotic you run Dragon Tail. Raw's a pretty good Pokemon, I guess, if you have like stuff like Stealth Rocks, Toxic Spike, Spike Setup and stuff like that. Just like entry hazards and like sticky web. So you can go and like trap Pokemon in and then just keep doing damage. But that is how to get Raw. Double Team is actually right around here, so if you go towards the volcano, across from the NPC is going to be a tree. Right behind the tree is actually a little alleyway that was added in recently. So we can walk up the stairs, which is pretty difficult to walk up, I'm not going to lie, because they're too close together. One here is another Pokeball right up here. TM32, and if we go check out what TM32 is, I believe this one is Double Team. Yeah, Double Team. So we go raises users evasion. I believe that's by a +1 stage. Obviously, Minimize on things like Chansey gives you +2 evasion rather than +1. So instead of having to use 6 Double Teams, you can use 3 Minimizers. I'm pretty sure it's only a +1 evasion, unless I'm wrong. And sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's only a +1. But now for Flame Charge, you would want to go inside of the volcano and make your way up the small ramp towards the very old Eclipse boss battle. As you can see, this is where you first met Groudon. But what we want to do is go the opposite way of that. Wherever this little overhang of hanging rock over the lava, I'm going to come to the right of that, and as you can see, there's a little brick under here. You want to fall down and land on that, and inside this little cavern, you can see there's another Pokeball. And this will contain TM43, which will also be called Flame Charge. So if we quickly scroll down again, I don't know why it keeps taking me back to those, but 43 we have Flame Charge. 50 base power, so it's not the hardest hitter, but it does raises your it raises the user's speed. I believe that is +1, and it is guaranteed every single time you hit, so it's pretty good. I've seen a few people use it on Blaziken, which it's not really needed on Blaziken. For Blaziken, I would probably suggest like a Blaze Kick or a Flare Blitz. If it learns Flare Blitz, I'm not 100% sure, but Flare Kick is pretty much all you need. Flame Charge you don't really need because obviously Mega Blaze can get speed boost, and then the hidden ability Blaziken also has speed boost, so all you have to do is just run Protect, and then you can just keep getting more speeds every single turn. So there's no real need to run Flame Charge on a Blaziken. It'll be good on things like maybe, for example, what's a slow fire type that's got an okay amount of bulk but can still be used pretty quickly. Like, I guess, what's the 7th gen starter? Incineroar is not the fastest Pokemon, but I mean, it could use a little bit of a speed on it, so it can tank really, really great, and they can get a speed boost. Like, that seems like a good shout, although obviously it works in very dire situations. I'd probably suggest just using Flame Charge for the game rather than competitive play. But if you can find any Pokemon that can make Flame Charge work, then all I gotta say is just go for it. Although, I feel like the best out of these TMs is probably Raw. As you can see, like in battle, the opponent switches, in the wild, the Pokemon runs, which I guess you'd probably want to use it in battles. Like I said, Sticker Webs, Toxic Spikes, Stealth Rocks, all those entry hazards that you set up is really, really good, especially if they have a Charizard and you set up Stealth Rocks. If Playthrough runs Charizards, and you roll that out and you've got Stealth Rocks, when that thing's come back out, that's going to take half of its HP in Recall because it's 4 times weak to Rock. Now that is a good reason to run Raw. Well, at the same time, Dragon Tail, and I think there's another move similar to Dragon Tail, but I don't exactly remember what it's called, which it still attacks them, and then it forces them out. Although only problem is it's a -6 priority move, which means it's always going to go last, and I'm pretty sure Raw might have some minus priority as well, so it's not gonna, if you have a fast Pokemon, I don't believe it will always go first. I'm pretty sure it has like a minus priority, so you can't keep spamming it, but it's still a pretty good move, just in case, for example, if you run Dragon Tail on stuff like a Milotic, if a Fairy type Pokemon comes out, also you can't Dragon Tail it since it has no effect. Raw, obviously, it's going to struggle against things like Ghost types since you can't Raw those, I believe, so I mean, that's the only problem, but it works out pretty well. So that is all the free TMs. Like I said at the beginning, there'll be a link to another YouTube video down in the description below if you want to find out how to get yourself Hidden Power, as it is probably one of the better TMs that you'll probably want to get, since it does give a lot of Pokemon more move typing diversity. For example, I always give the example of Magnezone, since Magnezone can't learn any Fire-type moves, and because its ability traps in all the Steel-type Pokemon, having a Fire-type move that has an okay base, like 60 base power, is okay, so it can do a lot of damage to that. All the Pokemon that people have told me is like a Pikachu with Hidden Power Ice for Ground type, since obviously Pikachu is weak to Ground. Pretty good for that. It's pretty much for Pokemon that don't really get the greatest movesets in the world and need just that little bit of coverage. That's what I would suggest it for. People have told me like Alola Ninetales I use a lot of. Instead of Encore, you could run Hidden Power Fire, which that is actually really smart. I would swap it out for that, but I kind of really like using Encore because I'm a troll like that. But that's pretty much it. That is how to get the 3 new TMs. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Go get them if you already haven't, and hopefully you can put them to use. I probably won't because I don't really have any need to run those specific moves, since like my team's already pretty solid, I guess, without them. But if you can find a reason to use them, then sure, go for it. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you guys next time.